Okay, so in number 15, all you're looking at is looking at where they cross. So in number 15, we're just looking to see they cross at -3, 0. I don't know what else. No, like they asked you about consistent and independent. I'm not going to ask you something like that on the test. Don't stress about that. But there's just the one solution where they cross. So then number 19 and 21, I'm going to put up some graph paper on the board so I can show you guys those.
Oh, you know that officer that sent out that email?
Yeah, Officer Ryan.
He talked to us today about how.
He's a nice
and
guy.
then at the end of it, I got it.
He's a nice guy.
Thank you. And then at the end of it, Mr. Duff was like, "Do you want to talk about Tuesday?"
People ship him with Daffy, but he has a girlfriend.
And then he was like, "Should I talk about Tuesday?" She's like, "Don't do." It literally in the email, it sounded like he was encouraging. Like that's what I.
The picture sent just got it. What would happen if you TP'd the school?
If I TP'd the school?
No, like students do.
They look at the cameras and then.
You are a mask. I'm pretty sure everyone knows.
I know, but we all now know you guys. Like I pretty much know everyone like the way they look with their mask on. So. Okay, so guys, so let's go through these, you guys here. So number 19, I have to move this 3x over. Actually, I probably could move the y over, but I'm going to divide by -1. So this becomes a positive 3x, and then a -8.
What?
So I'm going to begin this at -8 on the y-axis. And I'm going to go, guys, up 3 and over 1. Up 3 and over 1. So there's our first line. Then the other line, I have to get the y alone as well. So this one I divide by -1 again. This becomes a positive 1x -8. So they actually already meet at this point. I could really be done. Or I could go up 1 over 1 as well. I wanted to actually draw the line. So they cross at that intersection of 0, -8. So that's our solution in that case. Then number 21, again, I have to get it in slope-intercept form. Okay. So I'm going to move this x over. So I get 2y equals -x plus 6 and divide by 2. So this will be a -1/2 x and then plus 3. So that becomes a fraction there. So I start at 3 and go down 1 over 2. And up 1 back 2. And my other line is 2x plus y equals 9. I'm going to move this 2x over. So this one I'm going to begin at 9. And I'm going to go down 2 and over 1. Down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. And there we hit. Sorry, so that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1. So hopefully you guys made a mistake and figure out where you went wrong. Great. Any other questions from this? So we're going to go through the other methods of solving systems of equations here. And so we're actually going to do the next section over the next couple of days because they do kind of 2 different methods in the same section. So we'll kind of break it into 2 days here. So
Garrett got off, and I waved at him, and he was like,
What?
yeah. I was like, how are you? And you're like,
I know this girl.
I'm Saturday. I took off
Nice when you got to say that.
And then I walked past and Caleb was like, happy birthday, and all just stared at me.
So everything will
Happy
be
birthday on Saturday.
Oh, it should have been like a Garrett, yes, no.
And then this morning, we were walking into school, and I was like, hi Garrett, and he didn't say anything back either.
So why did I get you stuff for Friday?
I said hi to you today, and you're like, ew.
Ahead of time, okay.
That's why you didn't get goldfish.
It's messy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like do this.
I just blocked people up that night.
She does?
I'll look up.
That's why I didn't get goldfish, because you're like, yeah.
Thank you. I spent way too much time on that.
No.
I actually don't know.
Oh, do you want one?
Thank you.
Would you like to know?
I think I got 50 with you in one.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's fish.
Well, that's not you gonna.
It said pass it down.
Hey, I had my second day of work yesterday and I went really well. Not that you asked. My God.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Hey guys, you get your, going on the warm up, please.
Garrett fries afterward. I love cookies.
Garrett, do you have to work tonight? Do you have to work tonight?
Oh, darn. Dang.
One time I saw kids eat 20 chicken nuggets in one sitting.
I went to McDonald's yesterday and they said the ice cream machine was broken.
It's a I think they just say that if they don't want to make it
Every
excuse.
single time I go there.
I was like, I really wanted to make more.
And the Fredonia one never has.
Your order correct.
They don't have like the Frappuccino things, like the.
It's always cleaning. Every,
No.
like, always cleaning. Every every
No,
shower.
You go there in the drive-through, your order is always wrong
I'm
too.
pretty sure you have to say something. Well, we don't have a smoothie machine, so we'll never get smoothie.
They probably tell you that in
The Frappuccino
training,
machine
always
is
the ice
cleaned
cream
every, like,
machine's always
hour
broken.
or 14 minutes. The ice cream machine is literally broken every single day.
I think they tell you that in
And
training
that
for the
McDonald's-
job. If anyone asks, it's always broken.
Yeah, we've never broken it.
Hey guys,
Alright,
the ice cream machine is there cleaners and everything.
no.
So.
Okay, so guys,
Yeah, go ahead.
again, we're gonna be doing, the next couple days, we're gonna be doing section 3-2, both of the days. Because they kind of whip through a lot of stuff all in just those 1 days and, or in the one section, so I broke it up into 2 different days. So we talked about solving systems by graphing already, that's what we did last class. We'll talk about substitution today. We'll learn elimination tomorrow, which you've seen again before, and then we'll learn a new method, then I believe on Thursday. So, or later, I think we'll get to that on Thursday. So, they want you to find the value of y of x is -2, and they give you an equation. So essentially what you're doing here is substitution. You're substituting in the -2 for x. So we get -6 minus 7, which gives us a -13. So essentially that's the basis behind substitution. That's what we're working on there. We're gonna now just take that, obviously, use that for, and again, this should be review. I don't think you guys were probably too bad at it when you guys learned in algebra, but it's been a while. So, yeah, this is kind of going over what we talked about so far. So this is just another way to solve systems. So this doesn't, this isn't like to do a different type of problem. We can solve this by graphing or we can do substitution. So what we want to do first is, if we're solving by substitution, is we want one of the variables alone. So we want to get at least one variable alone in one of the equations. want to get a variable alone in one of the equations. So in this case, we have already.
Jeez. That's supposed to be.
So that's done in step, like this is already done for us here. So step 1 is done. We have a variable alone in that top equation. So what we're going to do a substitution is we're going to take that equation and substitute it into the other one in place of y. So I know y is 4x minus 6. We're going to replace that in the other equation for the y value. Replace the variable in the other equation. I'm going to remind you guys to use parentheses. Spell parentheses.
Parentheses.
Did you put use parentheses and parentheses?
I did, yeah, I know.
Parentheses, parentheses.
Parentheses.
Parents.
They could have used the easier word, you know?
And parentheses can also be spelled with an IS at the end. I don't know the difference, but I would
Parentheses.
spell it this way.
Parentheses.
So, I have 5x plus 3. Instead of y, I'm going to put 4x minus 6. So I'm replacing that y value with 4x minus 6.
Oh, sneaky.
Because now we're down to just one variable. So we've gotten rid of the y in that equation, and we're down to just a single variable, which is just x. Hopefully that looks familiar or seems familiar. So we're going to solve that new equation. So I'm going to distribute this 3 in. This will be a negative 18. Of course. Hand washing.
Yeah.
Enforcer.
So once we know x is 1, which we went ahead and solved all the way through, once we know that, we still have the last step is we have to go back and find the other variable. So once I know x is 1, I have to substitute that back in to find the other variable.
What? Boom.
I'm going to take that x equals 1 and substitute that back in to one of those top equations. I like using the one that I used in the very first step, so the y equals 4x minus 6, because y is already alone. So if I put the 1 in, it's a little bit easier to work with then. Kind of becomes like the warm-up question then. Y ends up being negative. You guys remember that now?
Yeah. Whoa.
Is that you?
Abby, you just kicked it.
I didn't mean to.
Sorry, Maddie kicked you.
I'm sorry, guys.
I kind of just woke them up now.
Or they just got like motion sickness.
Yeah.
Like on a roller coaster.
I'll get you guys crackers. Sorry.
Thumbs. All right, so flip the page then.
I didn't even feel like kick.
and feel a kick.
I didn't even feel myself.
It's your
pushing
work
it.
boots there.
Yeah, your word girl boots.
Okay,
My rain boots.
so the next one, guys, same idea. We already have a variable alone.
Gossiping.
So this y, that's gonna go in place of the other y. Now this one's even a little bit easier because the y doesn't have anything it's being multiplied by in the other equation. So we don't even really need the parentheses or to distribute it all, but we can use them anyhow. So I get 2x plus this negative 4x plus 12. Now again, the parentheses in this case aren't really necessary, so we're not really distributing anything in, but it doesn't hurt just to be in the habit of using them. So like nothing changes there, so I'm just gonna leave it out. So I'm ready to solve for x now. So x ends up being 5. Once we know x is 5, again, we have to go back in and find that other variable. So I like substituting it back into the one I used in that first step. So we end up with a negative 8 then, I think, for our y value.
You are correct.
Thanks, Abby.
What, Kinsey?
What?
Yeah, stop laughing at me.
So I will warn you guys with the next one. I'd be careful to be a little bit smart about this next one because first of all, there's no variables alone yet. So we're gonna have to do something to get a variable alone. And I'm gonna tell you guys, we don't always want y alone. Y is not always the most efficient variable to get alone. Does anyone see what I'm talking about here? What variable would be easier to get alone?
X.
The x in that top equation. If you actually got the y alone in either of these, you'd end up with fractions. And I think the majority of you guys would prefer not to have fractions if you had your choice. You know, if you love your fractions, and you're like, give me all the fractions, you can do that. But what I would choose to do in this case is because x doesn't have a coefficient, I would get the x alone. So I would move that 2y away and actually solve for x first. So I would have this equation to work with, which is a lot nicer than something with a bunch of variables in it. So be a little strategic with yourself. I mean, now if you're really good with fractions and it works out, it's perfectly fine. But again, there's just so many places to make mistakes then. So this one became this now. By moving that 2y over. Now that I have y alone, or sorry, x alone, I can substitute this back in, but this time it's going in for x, not y. So I have 3 times this 2y minus 3 plus 5y equals 24. I'm substituting that 2y minus 3 in. So we have 11y minus 9 equals 24. Move this 9 over. So 11y equals 33. And we can find out that y would be 3. Once I know y is 3, I still have to go back in and find my x value. So I have to take this y and put it back in up here. So it'll be 6 minus 3. So x is actually 3 as well.
I called it.
Do you guys just want to finish notes and then do our Kahoot, or do you want to take a break right now? Finish notes? Okay. And our Kahoot is a math review, so, or like, it's solving systems, so
Kenzie's favorite.
it is. There's some fun questions in there. All right. Now, sorry.
Did you watch Awesome Now?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like there's a roller girl on that.
I know what you mean.
Word girl.
She's got roller skates? Yeah.
No, that's you're thinking
Super
of
wide.
Super
Oh,
wide.
you're thinking
Oh.
super wide.
Wow.
Super
That's
wide
what's a
sounds like
pig.
fairy.
Yeah.
That's a little like Olympic.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's the 3 little kids and then a pig in a construction hat. Makes no sense.
Totally.
I love PBS. I really like Marcus Speaks.
Oh, I like that.
All right.
And she had some out for
So-
soup.
Okay, guys, the next one's kind of a strange one. Both y's are already alone. Now, it actually is a lot easier, but you might overthink it. So I don't have to move anything around. I already have a y alone. So what am I going to do?
So
Yeah, go ahead, Ethan.
just enter one of the, we'll just do the top one and the bottom one.
Yeah. So that just goes in place of the other y.
Oh.
So that just replaces that y, and 2x plus 8 equals 2x minus 3. Now this also is kind of weird in this case. What happens? They cancel each other out. There's 2 x's on each side. So I get 8 equals negative 3. So what's true of that kind of solution? What do we say about that? Does 8 equal negative 3?
No solution.
No, so we say it's no solution. So the 0 with a line through it is our no solution, our empty set. There's no answer that works for that. All right, so this next one, which variable would you get alone?
X.
X.
60 boy.
I would get the x alone in the top equation again, because it doesn't have that coefficient. Just makes it a little bit easier. So I get x equals 2y plus 3. So that is going to go in place of x in the other equation.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
All right. So what happens in this case? Scores cancel,
6 equals 6.
and that's true, but what do we say about the type of solution then?
Infinite many.
This is the many solution.
I said it before too.
I realize when my classes are going so much faster because I'm no longer doing homework quite a bit. I'm going to have to start doing those again.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You okay with just having homework time? All right, but we're gonna do a Kahoot. So,
Yay.
those of you guys online, I'm gonna leave you guys online for the Kahoot. You guys might want scratch paper or a whiteboard if you prefer. There might be some math to do. Math stuff. Whiteboard, scratch paper, something.
Maybe it's we can refer to we have to do just thinking out of it. I just have to ask Mike, but I don't have it.
8:15.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
And it ends at 9. And it's in Sheboygan, so it's getting so.
Thank you. What did you say, Jane?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah. Thanks, you.
Is Jordan here? Yeah. Okay. Why? Just wondering.
I don't know when my shout out's supposed to come.
I'm gonna turn down all the lights, hopefully that's not too dark, is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they have a new setup now.
Seven, 2, 6, 3, 3.
We're off.
Chasing the real love.
I felt exit three days in the day. Exit
Oh. If you guys have
Kinsey, can you make the name Kenzie for everyone else?
Sure. Be crazy.
My name is Gangsta Maya.
That's okay.
That's how you spell my name.
Shut up.
Did you guys get shirts?
No.
I printed your guys' shirts. Yeah. I printed. God, you guys are the worst. I printed your guys' shirts today. Abby.
Not me. This is yours.
Just gonna really quick, do a minute.
Oh, no. Maddie, it says you're not supposed to be here.
I'm not supposed to be here?
It said you're an XC, that you were leaving for XC.
Sorry.
I swear, it's what it said. Yes, I swear. It said Tara and it said you. Or it said Hartman M and I saw an M. Unless the boys have to leave for soccer early. But I doubt it.
They don't even have soccer. Oh, I guess they do.
But it's at random length, so. I swear it says that.
I gotta check on Sunday.
Check your inventory. My phone locked. I can't.
Ah, shoot.
You wanna solve that equation for y, what would it look like?
Oh, why did it take me 40 years to do this? No, I think I did it wrong. I was too focused on wanting right away.
I can't see.
So you have to move the 4x over, so you have to subtract it.
I didn't even see that.
Negative.
I thought that was fun. Oh, look at Kenzie.
I'm behind Caitlin. I'm tired of Caitlin.
Who's doing it in that?
She could be doing mental math though. Maddie kicked it again, that's why.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
No, you did it on purpose.
Yeah, that's because they said they couldn't
Oh
see.
my gosh, you should.
What are we
Yeah,
gonna
those of you guys online can do this, it's not in real time. Practice. Or you can fast forward.
Chicken noodle soup. Okay, why is. What?
Alright, so guys, on this one, let's talk about it. You have to move the 3x over,
Oh.
so I get 4y equals the negative 3x plus 12, divide by 4.
Dang,
So that's negative 3 over 4, and then this is 12 over 4, which is 3.
that makes more sense.
So,
It's not over yet.
Yeah, can you start over?
No, I'm pretty good.
Can we start over?
Yeah, we'll wait. Okay, hang
Can we start over?
on. No. Why not? Because now they're right here. I mean,
Ryan, you're doing so good.
So am I. Fine.
You're
No.
literally
Ryan, I'm coming for you.
it's anybody's game still,
It's Ryan.
except for the 5 that haven't got any questions wrong.
I'm coming for you, Ryan. I better watch out.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm coming
Better
for
watch
you.
out.
Me in 18th place, because I wasn't looking.
I really got them both wrong, Ryan. Chill out.
So what does this one look when you solve for y?
Okay. Oh, shoot. Abby, what are you doing?
Should have plenty of time, like a full minute.
Why is mine stuff like this?
Haha, Maddie. Haha.
I'm so.
Can we start it?
Oh gosh.
I'll rejoin.
I
might just have to clear it. I'm exiting the game. It says I'm in. I didn't get you in the game.
It's probably because you're supposed to leave early.
It did not say I was supposed to leave.
Yes, it
It said Tara.
Yeah, that is.
I think it's waiting on Maddie. Is anyone else?
Yeah, sorry guys.
Well, we'll just wait now.
7,
Okay, much better, you guys. So, yeah, this one, move the x over and divide by 2.
Oh, I jumped 2 spots. Let's go. You're the highest climber, Dylan. Yeah.
I said Dylan went out 4th place.
I'm a genius machine. That's why it's still loading.
Oh shoot.
Oh, shoot.
How do I know this?
We'll
We
be
will be
late.
late for school. Yeah, that's it.
I'm hoping this is from the right time of year.
I'm
So in the fall, you roll it back.
I'm in 17th place.
17?
Oh,
Yeah.
You're 2 behind me. Hey guys, we're gonna solve the system for x.
So you're just trying to find the x value.
So,
Oh,
You have 2 minutes.
oh snap, my phone locked.
Your squirrel buddy's trying to come see.
Use your scroll
Mine's still
button.
loading.
Well, just do the problem and don't focus.
I must have accidentally hit something. Oopsies. I'm a classroom perfection question mark.
Oh, snap.
Your classroom perfection question mark.
I'm a genius machine? Question mark.
Short king question mark.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
They really just eat
Raccoons are scary.
Brady.
Yeah, because there is something Lola sent me and it actually makes me cry. It's
What?
something about a raccoon.
I feel like red squirrels are invasive.
Did Kansas ask you how the raccoon was this
Like,
morning?
maybe that they like.
I told her to ask you that in band.
Oh,
Believe it or not,
She must have been
tell me
cheating.
your son.
Tell her again.
I saw 3 dead
Like, they're not
raccoons on
supposed to be around our
57.
area. They-
It must be raccoons hitting season.
right too.
Yeah,
I saw
In
3
the
dead
wild?
raccoons on 57.
That wasn't me.
in the wild,
Is it on,
red
where is
squirrels
it
feel a
on?
little better
Your,
because they don't use clean resources, but in urban
on the
areas,
right.
yeah, gray squirrels.
driving my
car.
I know, like.
Okay, guys,
to wear.
So in this one, you guys, so you have to substitute this here.
Oh, look for it.
So then you move the x over, guys. And then you move the 20 over, so that's how we end up with 7. This 3x equals 21.
13th place, buddy.
18th place, baby. 19th. 4th place. Question mark.
Wow, Ryan, you're on.
Ryan. Come on, Caitlin.
solve for y, same idea. You're substituting first, and then you're gonna find the y value only. You don't have to worry about x.
So,
Oh,
what if- Oh wait, I did it wrong. I know I did it wrong.
smart question.
I meant to hit the other one. Dang it.
What?
This is a good trade, right? What is that?
I have my own fantasy.
I have a fantasy football team.
Very good.
I sometimes participate in the radio station one, but this year I did not.
I think it's fun.
I don't know why our homework is crazy short. Why is our homework so short? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I know, it's
don't, you don't have to change it. They're kind of long problems.
Yeah, because you gotta do like 2 and 1. It might be like 20.
And then I also realized that sometimes our lessons are short because I realized it was like for a Wednesday last year. Remember we had short Wednesdays?
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
forgot about that.
I'm glad we didn't bring that back.
I definitely don't miss those.
I like them on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday that was fun.
Because it made the day go by so fast, and then you could just be super chill.
I'm behind
He
thanks
is
for
behind.
Mario.
Yeah, I knew I hit the wrong one.
What do birds get on?
Birds?
Birds.
If
It's
I
a
got
joke.
it right, then it's funny. If I didn't, then it's not.
Must be a joke. We-
Nice one.
Was this one worth points?
Ryan was the lead with that.
Nice one.
Oh, Caitlin, sorry.
Caitlin, no.
What did you think it was?
I didn't see it. Abby, say that down.
So they're telling you guys y is -1. They want you to find x. So they're giving you the value of y is -1.
Oh, shoot.
Use another person to replace.
This doesn't give you much time on this one, you guys.
Shoot. I just guessed.
I guess too.
That was 3, 2, 1. Dang it.
So all you're doing is
No,
putting
by
-1 in.
Right,
Killing it.
right, killing it, yeah. Killing it.
Solve for x.
Yeah. That's from performance question? Chicken wing.
I guess.
Is it -1 or 1? Is it -1 or 1? Is it -1 or 1?
I'm behind Nick. Okay, that.
I'm behind Maddie.
What's the possible?
M-A-D-D-Y.
Okay, that's all I need. Mommy's rat. I'm
Kinsey.
sorry. I'm sorry. I've heard this one before.
I think it's
Definitely no.
Christian music actually.
I hate that music. Put a little boogie in it.
Ongoing.
That's like the only thing I listen to.
I should like that kind of music.
It's your mom, Garrett. That's what you call her.
Oh, mommy. You're a mummy. Like, it's a
Ancient Egyptian.
very good.
Ancient. There you go. They're ancient Egyptian. Kinsey, you guys all think Kinsey for their answer.
You're what? Yeah, thank you.
Mommy loves.
Happy.
Hey guys, you have 2 minutes to solve for x.
Oh no.
To solve for x, they don't need y.
Oh shoot. Da 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 da. Hold on. Thanksgiving Day.
I did not do something.
Yeah.
Right, you could.
You know where Benny is?
You can't even see it. Yes.
Mommy loves carrots.
Stop.
About 10 seconds left, sorry.
Yes, you are. I mean, it's.
Yeah, but I'm just
talking. When you stop playing me, you like our goldfish.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, guys,
It's your
Yappy.
What?
In this one, you have to substitute that in, but careful, you should be substituting for y, not for x. So this goes here. So negative 2x minus 3 times 6x minus 11 equals negative 7. So it's a negative 2x minus 18x plus 33 equals negative 7. Negative 20x, you move this over, that's going to be a negative 40. So x ends up being a negative 2.
Pop quiz.
Oh, please.
How
19.
Oh, okay.
I actually think Ryan could win without even answering this last one.
Ryan,
Ryan
Ryan,
is 2. He's gone.
Yay.
Bennett.
X. Guys, you gotta come down.
So,
Oh, Ryan's back. Thank you. That's not
That's fine.
That's
That's
not Ryan.
That's Ryan.
I
That's
know, but
Ryan.
that's who Ryan is.
Oh.
You're almost like 1,000 points ahead.
Oh, dang. There's
I got
2
one.
questions left.
I gotta ask him first.
Stop!
Think that butter good?
Yeah. That's good.
No crap.
Jack's go.
Why are all the boys ditching
There must be a secret meeting or something.
in the bathroom?
Yeah, probably.
I heard that was a rumor that boys have secret meetings in the bathroom.
Can I use the bathroom?
No.
Actually,
What?
can I use the bathroom?
He has to go to a secret meeting.
Yeah, they must have left him a secret code
Yeah.
in the toilet paper.
Is Jack's in the bathroom?
I'll take it. Go check if he fell in.
Yeah.
Does he actually? Does Jackson?
I didn't even know he was gone. I didn't know he was I guess Garrett didn't know either. He was.
Garrett's gonna be looking at
He'll say, like, I knew he was here the whole time. Sorry, Jax, didn't know you were there.
Kara's on fire.
All of a sudden, Garrett comes back, he's like, I can't find Jax.
This is a non-math question.
How do you?
Circumference divided by the diameter of a jackal.
Pumpkin pie.
Abby! I hate people that just ruin jokes like that. Kinsey, you literally did.
Ryan!
Oh, hey, can top 5 get some candy?
Yeah.
Ryan!
Jax, I really might have to go bathroom. Hey,
Ryan! Ryan!
Ryan!
Oh, Ryan did get a question wrong. Which one did you get wrong?
I don't know.
The joke one, I bet.
No, I got the second.
Alright, top 5, come on up.
Ryan!
Jax, I know what you did.
I said as if.
Didn't even notice no.
Stop it.
Kinsey, come here, let's fight for the viewers.
Dingy.
Did you find Jack?
Super smart.
He was right there the whole
You
time.
can stop on the
Oh,
recording.
really? I thought you were back.
Bye guys, have a good rest of your day.
Have a good